Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the annals of history to bring you 30 fascinating but lesser known historical events. Get ready to uncover the weird, the bizarre, and the downright unbelievable moments that have shaped our world. Here are 30 bizarre yet lesser known historical events. Our first bizarre event takes us to Strasburg in 1518. People began dancing uncontrollably in the streets, unable to stop for days. This phenomenon, known as the dancing plague, resulted in exhaustion, injuries, and even death. To this day, it remains a mystery. In Western Australia, 1932, farmers went to war against an unexpected enemy, emus. The feathered invaders proved more formidable than anticipated, resulting in an hilarious battle between machine guns and the swift emus. Spoiler alert, the emus won. Imagine a contagious laughter outbreak lasting several months. It happened in Tanzania in 1962. It started with a few schoolgirls and quickly escalated, affecting thousands. The epidemic disrupted schools and eventually subsided, leaving researchers puzzled. Our next event took place in Fatima, Portugal back in 1917. Thousands of people witnessed a solar phenomenon known as the miracle of the sun. The sun purportedly spun, changed colors, and even appeared to approach the Earth. Many consider it a spiritual event. During World War II, Los Angeles experienced a false alarm that turned into a massive hysteria. In 1942, unidentified objects were thought to be enemy aircraft. Nearly 1,400 anti-aircraft shells were fired, but no evidence of enemy planes was found. Boston, 1919, witnessed an unusual disaster when a massive tank holding 2.3 million gallons of molasses burst open, causing a devastating flood. The sticky tide swallowed buildings and horses, taking 21 lives. It's certainly one of history's stickiest tragedies. In 1940, during World War II, the British Expeditionary Force found themselves trapped on the beaches of Dunkirk, France, with the German army closing in. In a remarkable turn of events, a flotilla of over 800 civilian boats, including fishing boats, pleasure crafts, and lifeboats, sailed across the English Channel to rescue over 330,000 soldiers. This incredible rescue operation, known as the Miracle of Dunkirk, saved countless lives and became a symbol of hope and resilience. The youngest person to go over Niagara Falls and survive was a 7-year-old boy named Roger Woodward in 1960 when the boat he was in developed motor trouble and capsized into the river. His life jacket and luck saved him, making him a living testimony to one of nature's most stunning spectacles. We all remember the toilet paper crisis of 2020, but did you know what happened before? In 1973, a rumor spread that there will be a toilet paper shortage in the United States, leading to panic buying and empty supermarket shelves. In 1970, a beached whale in Florence, Oregon was blown up with dynamite to dispose of the carcass. Unfortunately, the explosion sent whale blubber raining down on nearby spectators and damaged cars. Needless to say, it was a blubbering mess. During World War I in 1914, British and German soldiers put their hostilities aside on Christmas Day. They declared an unofficial truce, played football, and exchanged small gifts, a powerful reminder of the humanity even in the midst of war. Back in the 1950s, Seattle experienced a peculiar issue: windshield pitting. Thousands of windshields developed mysterious dime-sized pits, leaving experts baffled. Theories range from sand fleas to nuclear test. It has become a textbook case of what is called mass delusion, as it was discovered the pits were a result of natural wear on the windshield. Until the 19th century, the Pied Piper of Hamelin wasn't just a fairy tale. The town organized Ratcatcher's Day parades to honor a legend that involves a man leading rats out of town with his magical pipe. Talk about an unusual celebration! Contrary to popular belief, female gladiators existed in ancient Rome. These brave women fought in the arenas alongside their male counterparts, showcasing their combat skills and resilience. Their stories challenged the traditional view of gladiators as exclusively male fighters. Our next bizarre historical event takes us to the Bahnhof Zoo, a large railway and subway station in Berlin during the 1970s. The zoo became the backdrop for a dark chapter in human history when it became a gathering place for drug addicts and societal outcasts. This led to the creation of the hit German TV series and book Justin F. We Children from the Bahnhof Zoo. In the late 19th century, two paleontologists, Edward Cope and Othniel Marsh, engaged in a fierce rivalry known as the Bone Wars. They both rushed to discover and collect dinosaur fossils in the American West, resorting to tactics such as dynamiting their own discoveries or even stealing each other's fossils. The small village of Woolpit in 12th century England became known for an extraordinary phenomenon. Two children with green skin suddenly appeared, speaking an unknown language. They eventually adapted to their new surroundings and lost their green color, but remained puzzled by their origins. Sometimes, history's most absurd moments occur due to human error. The Battle of Canal Sabes in 1788 is a prime example. Austrian troops accidentally attacked their own camp in the dark, ultimately resulting in a total disaster and significant casualties. Centralia, Pennsylvania was once a bustling coal mining town. However, a coal seam fire in 1962 ignited, and it has been burning ever since, turning the town into a ghostly, hazardous place. Today, only a handful of residents remain in what is often referred to as the real-life Silent Hill. Brace yourself for an unusual museum dedicated entirely to phalluses, the Icelandic Phallological Museum. Located in Reykjavik, Iceland, it houses an extensive collection of animal penises, including those of whales, seals, and even a human. Definitely not your typical museum visit. During the Middle Ages, an ill-fated event known as the Children's Crusade captivated Europe. Thousands of children, inspired by religious fervor, embarked on a journey to recapture the Holy Land. Unfortunately, many ended up being sold into slavery or dying from exhaustion and starvation. Welcome to the American Midwest in the mid-19th century, where the Bender family ran a seemingly innocent inn. However, behind the scenes, they were serial killers. Guests who stayed at their place never left alive, and the family managed to evade capture, leaving a trail of mystery and horror in their wake. In 1857, Mormon settlers and Paiute Native Americans joined together in a tragic event known as the Mountain Meadows Massacre. Over 120 members of a wagon train, mostly women and children, were brutally murdered. The incident remains a dark stain on Western history. During the Salem witch trials, the accused witches weren't actually burned at the stake. The majority were jailed and some were hanged, but there is no evidence that any of the 2,000 people accused ever got burned alive. Known as the Mad Butcher of Kingsbury Run, the Cleveland Torso Murderer was an unidentified serial killer who terrorized the city during the 1930s. The gruesome murders, which involved dismemberment and decapitation, remained unsolved to this day, shrouded in mystery and speculation. In Madagascar, a unique cultural practice known as the turning of the bones takes place. Every few years, families exhume the bodies of their deceased loved ones, wrap them in a fresh cloth, and dance with them in a ceremonial celebration of remembrance and connection to ancestors. Ever imagine a flower causing economic chaos? Enter the Dutch Tulip Mania of the 17th century. The tulip bulb, particularly the rare and exotic varieties, became a speculative commodity, resulting in a speculative bubble and an eventual crash that left many financially ruined. Once the densest place on Earth, the Kowloon walled city in Hong Kong was a lawless and chaotic enclave. It was a towering labyrinth of interconnected buildings with a population density that defied belief. A hotbed of criminal activity and overcrowding, the Kowloon walled city was finally demolished in 1993, bringing an end to its unique and notorious existence. On June 30th, 1908, a massive explosion occurred near the Tunguska River in Siberia, Russia. The explosion, known as the Tunguska Event, released an estimated 15 megatons of energy, equivalent to 1,000 times the power of the Hiroshima atomic bomb. The blast flattened trees over an area of more than 2,072 square kilometers and caused seismic waves that were detected as far as England. To this day, the exact cause of the Tunguska event is still debated. The leading theory suggests that it was likely caused by the airburst of a small asteroid or a comet fragment, which disintegrated before making impact with the Earth's surface. During World War II, a Great Dane named Juliana was awarded the Blue Cross Medal. She extinguished an incendiary bomb by peeing on it. And there you have it, viewers. 30 bizarre and fascinating moments from history that still leave us with countless questions. These peculiar events remind us that truth can be stranger than fiction. What are your thoughts on these historical moments? Let us know in the comments below. Join us next time as we delve into even more fascinating facts from around the world. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe. Until next time, stay curious, and you have a great day.